Hello and welcome back to the W Basketball Show. I'm your host Lucas. Joining me this week is Steph Gorman. Steph, how you going today?
Good, good. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. And it's currently 4 p.m. where you are.
Yeah.
I'm getting that right. So what are you getting up to right now? You got the the count down to the next season has started. The count away from last season has stopped. What's life like now as someone that plays in the NBL1 and the WNBL? Yeah, three months out of the season.
Yeah, just trying to prep. Well, I mean, first is focus on NBL1. Um, we've been having a great season over here. Yeah, just putting in the work with that. Trying to better my skills, help the team as much as I can. Team training, small group stuff. Yeah, all of that stuff for NBL1. And then yeah, just trying to focus on developing as much as I can, like with the WNBL in the back of my mind and yeah, getting some indies in and doing all that work. So yeah, it's been fun. It's good over here.
Yeah, we'll get to that development in a second, but what's just like the lifestyle like in terms of getting your body right and just like, is it kind of nice to not have so much basketball as I assume you'd have during the WNBL season?
Yeah, it is. It is really nice. To take that little bit of a break and be able to do some things that bring a lot of joy and kind of like, yeah, it's not all basketball, which I love. I know some people are basketball all the time, but I really love stepping away and having that break. And then I feel so much fresher coming back into it. So it has been nice to spend a little bit less time on the court, and just more time, yeah, doing the things I love outside of the game as well.
Yeah, true. Like, yeah, what do you get up to?
I love reading. I'm a big reader. I did just get a kitten as well, so I have a little
Oh,
kitten. So,
Jesus.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's been fun. I've also been doing like some coaching stuff, so giving back to the community and helping kids develop as well, which has been very rewarding and fun. And a bit of I work for a mindset program or training called Enriched Athletes. So I've been doing a bit of work with that. Actually, Nat Burton uh, runs that, founded that. So I've been doing a bit of work with that. So that's been keeping me busy, and yeah, I really enjoy all of it.
Yeah, true. When you do coaching, are they also individual sessions or are they group sessions or are they both?
Yeah, a bit of both. Yeah. Small groups, no like big ones, but yeah, just indies and small group and yeah, it's been really good, especially like building a relationship with the young kids as well. It's been yeah, cool to be a part of.
Yeah, what do you like to focus on when you're training with kids, like especially as a professional basketballer? Like, are you more focused on like bringing like are you like hard on the skills, Jesus, or are you like are you more like about like yeah, bringing the joy to the game or is it yeah, finding a balance between the two?
Yeah, I mean, definitely a bit of both. I think, yeah, what's huge for me is just building that confidence within themselves so they can step on the court with the confidence that they have the skills, they can teach themselves on the fly. Yeah, big thing at the moment just been like making mistakes and learning from them. Like, how can they learn? How can they make those mistakes, learn from it, and then move on instead of kind of getting tripped
Mm.
up on it? So it's been really cool to kind of learn from my own experience and like take what I've um yeah, learned from the game and be able to give that back and teach people they're a bit younger than me.
Yeah, I that confidence, do you feel like that's been something that you've been growing the last couple of years?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, definitely seeing like I think it popped up on like Instagram like a little reel from 2023, like my first year over here. And just like the difference from then to now just yeah, it's huge and being over here has really helped my confidence and focus on my strengths and yeah, it's been awesome. So it's been really good.
Yeah, so since well, your numbers this year in the NBL1, currently playing for the Cockburn Cougars in the NBL1 West, you're dropping 18, 5 and 5 with 3.3 steals, four and a half made threes, and those threes are at 45%. Um, you might not be familiar with your numbers, you might be, but it probably isn't all about the numbers, but how do you feel about those numbers?
Yeah, I think pretty proud. Um, I think a lot of it for me has just been finding that joy of the game and focusing on yeah, helping my teammates, enjoying it as much as I can. Um, and yeah, playing with confidence. So I think it's just a reflection of those values that I've kind of had this year, and it's been really awesome to see them pay off.
Yeah. How do you like assess your game on July 23, 2025 compared to July 23, 2024?
Yeah, I think a huge thing is more like how I feel playing
Mm,
rather than like stats. I think just focusing on like stats and winning and all like the results based stuff can kind of get like very heavy and very
mm,
a lot of pressure. Like I used to put a lot of pressure on myself to perform
mm,
because like those were my goals. But I think now it's like, did I hustle? Did I do the things I love to do, like lock down on defense, like all those kind of stuff? Did I help my teammates? Did I facilitate for them? Like, did I get excited and celebrate when someone did something really cool? Like that stuff is kind of how I measure the game now rather than, the stats. And it just brings a lot more joy, I think, and is a lot more fun. And yeah, it's been a lot more enjoyable.
yeah, it's pretty characteristic of the Perth Lynx as well. Do you feel like that's kind of symbiotic, or is that something you started to pick up more when you made the move over to Perth?
Yeah, I definitely think they go hand in hand.
Mm,
I think Perth for me has been a very happy place to be, and I've really enjoyed being here. So it's kind of helped a lot, enjoying life outside as well as on the court. So yeah, I think they definitely have helped each other.
mm. Do you like going to the beach?
I love the beach. It's
Mm.
so great. It's the best place to be. Maybe not when it's like 40 degrees, like sun beamed out. That's a bit too much. But no, it's so nice. Yeah, it's the best. I love it
Yeah.
so much. It just like calms me down. Like it's something I look forward to whenever I get to go.
Yeah, man. It's my favorite place to be, I think, in the world, no matter where I am. And I'm just so far from it at home. And it's just like yeah, I'll make like a 70-minute trek in the middle of summer
It's
just to get to the
7 minutes.
closest, oh,
No.
like with traffic. But
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm never timing it right. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I feel like, when do I feel like going to the beach? When everyone else feels like it as well.
Yes, that's so
Awesome.
true.
Bring on
Yeah.
the drive.
Whereas there's like parking all the time. Like it's just such a cool yeah. When I pull up like right there, I'm like, this is so insane. Like all coast is like beautiful beaches that everyone, yeah, wants to go. It's so nice.
Are you far from the beach?
I'm like 10 minutes, 15
Oh
minutes.
my gosh,
No,
far
it's
out.
actually the best.
Um, my mate, one of my mates used to live in Perth, and he just said there was just never any traffic, or you'd get like a slight bit of
Yeah.
traffic at 5, and it'd change like a 15-minute drive to an 18-minute drive.
Yeah. I think the freeway gets bad, like around the city, there's like a little patch that like just avoid during peak hours. But other than that, it's like feels like everything's just like 20 minutes away. Like yeah.
Awesome. Um, so yeah, your development and just your game really. Do you want to start with where do you want to start with actually? I've got so many numbers in front of me.
Numbers?
Like no, not numbers, other stuff. Do you want to start with the defensive end or the offensive end?
Okay, we'll go, yeah, go defense. This is my comfort zone. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I guess like where does the appetite to like want to be a good defender come from? And like where did you start to learn actually just first of all like the fundamentals?
Where I learned the fundamentals.
Yeah,
Yeah. I had a few really good coaches growing up that just like kind of drilled that into me, and that was really important. A lot of the whole like, the game defense, what is it? Offense wins game, but defense wins championships, whatever that
that's the
saying is.
one.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of coaches that really emphasize that. So I got really lucky with that. But um yeah, for me, defense is just like kind of it's like my favorite part of the game and like defending someone in the full court and like getting to really like lock in and like zone in on that is like it just brings me like a lot of joy and is really fun and like I really enjoy that challenge. So it's just something that I really have fun doing and like it makes it easier to do because it's yeah, really enjoyable. Just which I know that's not the case for most people, but yeah, I don't know, it's just always something that I've really enjoyed. Um yeah, and valued. So Can't
Mm.
really explain it more than that.
Yeah, yeah, you enjoyed the challenge. I cannot say the same for my
Yeah.
devastatingly subpar basketball career as a junior. Um, I wrote an article on the Perth Lynx a little while ago, and I was looking at film about it for it. And do you like ever? So the clip I'm thinking of is you just stuck on Sammy Whitcomb's hip, like your whole team, well not your whole team, but she was coming off a double screen. I don't know how you stayed on her, but like you did, and like the I think the possession ended up in a steal, but. Does when you can do it like on a player like her or like on another high profile player, are you like do you look back on that and enjoy it? In the moment, are you like, oh sick, I just did that to Sammy Wickham? Or in the moment you're just like, whoever it is, I'm treating them the same.
No, I think like when I played against Sammy, I was like pretty proud of myself. It was like, she's so good, man. She's so like so craft, like she's just quick and crafty and like has such a high IQ. So I think like playing against her, I was like really locked in and like ready to yeah, I was just really focused, and anytime I like stopped her or did anything like that, I was kind of like, that was really cool, like good job. Because like she's so good, so anytime I could kind of like stop her or just make her life a little bit harder, um, yeah, I was pretty happy with that. But yeah, it is. I do enjoy doing that to anyone.
Mm.
When it was Sammy, I was a little bit more excited because she's just so good. Like yeah,
She like doesn't need any space
no.
like to make like any decision, whether it's
No.
shot or pass.
But
Can
if you're
that?
too,
Oh,
yeah, if
sorry,
you're
you
too
go.
close, then she's like taking it to, like, she's just so crafty with the, oh God,
Mm.
yeah.
Um, do is there like part of the preparation in playing someone like that like she's gonna get to 15 points or 12 and there's gonna be a few possessions where I play better than I did when I got a stop on her but she somehow got the basket, is that part of the preparation?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think aiming for 0 points would be kind of setting myself up for failure with people like Sammy. And yeah, it's definitely part of knowing like, yeah, she's gonna score, and it's just how can I make her life a little bit harder on the court. Um, yeah, definitely a big part of it.
Mm. From memory I feel like you were kind of most of your role last season was like playing on the opposition's best uh like creator on the perimeter. Would you say that's a fair assessment?
Yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah.
Well, did you know you held your when you were the primary defender, you were 10% better than league average, and you're coming up against the best player on the other team. Pat on the back.
Wow.
Um,
Thank
and
you.
then yeah, where did that so yeah, you built the fundamentals with some really good coaches, but where did that like to take it to the next level and become like an elite defender and like to specialize in that? When do you feel like that developed, or is that just like something that's been progressing over time?
Yeah, I think definitely being able to go against like such great players in the WNBL, um, and having to learn from them. I think a lot of time it was learning from them and like, oh, they beat me this way, like how can I stop them next time? And like yeah, like having to go against like Erin McDonald and Ali
Mm,
Wilson and like those type of players has really helped me develop those skills and like learn yeah, how I can take my game to the next level from that side of thing.
yeah, man, your guys' trainings must have been crazy over the last 2 seasons. You've been there 2 seasons or 2 seasons now?
True, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I said this, but did we talk about how like the confidence in the free flowing is like perfect? Oh yeah, perfect for the way that you guys play at the links, and I guess that kind of your appetite to defend is goes hand in hand with that as well. Um, what's the as an individual in that defense? Like you've got the skill set and the physicality, but like how do you like what's the mindset of just making a play and being a good defender every single possession just over and over and over?
A lot of focus, I guess. Like, yeah, just being focused on stopping them as much as I can. Um, yeah, because I think a defense is a lot of like effort and hustle and um yeah, less like mechanical stuff. Like,
Mm,
so I think yeah, a lot of staying focused and bringing that energy um is the main secret, I guess, to being able to do that. Um, and then yeah, just I guess what keeps me going is like getting that stop or um yeah, fighting hard over a screen or something like that. Gives me a lot of like joy, I guess, like pride and
Mm,
trying to get that feeling kind of every time I'm on the defensive end really helps me lock in even when I am really tired and
yeah.
don't really want to.
The secret's out, everyone. You six players on your team averaged a steal or more per game last season, which is ridiculous. Like that's insane to look at. Um, and yeah, you guys like to run and gun, and that's not only on the offensive end, that's on the defensive end. You like running that high press and bringing the game to your opponent. Um, in those like high pressure situations, and when you guys can get to that, do you feel like it almost starts to do its own work? Do you get what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, like the flow of it and like just the stress that our team's kind of putting on
Yeah.
opponents. Like I think, yeah, being on that the other side, the offensive side, it's so annoying when someone's just in your pocket the whole time. You can't get a clean look, like that frustration happening. So I think our team being able to force other teams into that frustration and confusion just yeah, it does create those steals, yeah, for the whole team, which is yeah, really cool to be a part of.
Are there any games or plays you that like stick out from last season or the season before where teams or players just went on a stretch of making what you would probably assess as an unforced mistake?
God, last year feels so long ago. I don't think any like in particular right off the bat. I'm sure if I saw something, but no, not straight off the bat.
Yeah, cool. Um, and now onto the offensive side of the court. I'm sorry, but we have to talk about your three-point shooting. You were sixth in the league for three-point percentage for players who attempted more than 63s. You were fourth for players who attempted more than 100. And crazy so by whatever measure, the three people in front of you played for Bendigo.
No way.
Yeah. Sammy Whitcomb, Veronica Burton, and Abby Wayrung for anyone playing
Um,
at home.
yeah.
Um, and so, yeah, your volume almost doubled from the season before, and you also improved your percentage by more than 10%, like from proportionately more than 10%.
Okay.
So yeah, what was the secret ingredient? Was it a trainer? Was it a type of preparation? Was it that, just getting back to the joy of the game? What happened?
Yeah, I think a combination of things, but definitely like second year in the league, I definitely was a lot more relaxed. Not so, yeah, definitely a lot more relaxed, like that mindset, like confident. Um, yeah, the confidence really helped being my second year, I think was huge. And then yeah, being able to find more of a routine where I'm getting like consistent shots and um, that kind of stuff going into the games. And yeah, the mindset stuff was huge. So I think that was one of the biggest things. And yeah,
How's that
uh,
led into this NBL1 season? On
yeah,
yeah, shooting on yeah,
like
on the
shooting.
shot.
Yeah, yeah, definitely like confidence being yeah, a huge thing again this season. Just having yeah, more yeah, being more relaxed, like taking shots. I think a lot of like of my misses were like, oh no, like this better go in,
Mm,
like 10's kind of going into it. So just like more of that shooter's mentality of just like shooting it, trying not to think as much. Um and just playing has really been really helpful for me. Um yeah, this season.
yeah. You've shot more than 40% in 13 of your 17 games this NBL1 season. From three, by the way, which is awesome. And 92% from the line. But you got to get there a bit more.
I do.
Is that part of your like when you look at the development of your game, how do you possibly like get better at getting to the free throw line? Like that just it seems like there's so many steps towards that.
Yeah, I think just learning how to create that contact in the key and go up strong is definitely something I want to work on and improve. And that comes with like looking for those opportunities. I think it's quite easy for me just to stand on the 3-point line and kind of hide away from the contact in the paint. But yeah, moving forward, I definitely want to work on yeah, looking for those opportunities and creating contact when I'm in there.
The NBA moves so quickly these days, it's hard to keep up. Shams and Woj are breaking stories left and right, but the Quick Time Out is right there with them to keep you informed on the latest NBA news. Stop in and let us break it down as it happens. Find the Quick Time Out on the Deep 2 Podcast Network.
So for anyone playing at home, you guys, I reckon you've had the most talented team the last 2 seasons. You've
Yeah.
had 6 all WNBL players over the past 2 seasons. I think that's the most ever in a 2-year stretch. The 4 last season was the most ever. I can't remember if it was tied for the most all WNBL team picks or if it was standing alone. But yeah, you've got the style, you've got the talent. Your core is predicated on so much Aussie talent, and it seems like you guys love playing together. Like it seems like you know that team could be sticking around for a good amount of time. Um, and yeah, you've got like a distinct play style and an identity. But yeah, last 2 seasons, Bendigo were pretty like historic last season, and that probably happens once in a blue moon. And then the season before, you guys, you know, sorry to remind you, but that
Yeah.
championship was like it was
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
And you came up against a really experienced team in the Southside Flyers. But yeah, so yeah, how do you like assess the last 2 seasons, I guess, and like what's the next like step you'd see the team needing or wanting to make?
Yeah, absolutely. I think yeah, style of play is yeah awesome and it suits all of us and we do have that core coming back so that's yeah really awesome. I think moving forward it's just consistency. Yeah, speaking about Bendigo last year, like they would just smash teams. Like they would, they were very consistent. Like even if a team didn't show up that day, it's not like they were kind of going easy. Like
Mm,
they were just like foot on throat, like going hard the whole time. So I think for us, it's just building that mentality and like um building that consistency so that we can stay strong kind of the whole way through and not have those little lapses that we've experienced here and there. Yeah, just evening that out kind of thing. So yeah, I'd say consistency.
yeah, for sure. Is the group like in contact with each other, or are you doing sessions with each other at this stage, or are you still all deep in your off season?
Yeah, I think yeah, just all in our off season still. No group sessions. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what's the dynamic of your team like when I feel like, yeah, your core's really set from the 1 through to the 4. But then 2 seasons ago, you had Emily Potter as the big. And then last season, you had Letitia Amahia and just completely different bigs. And you've had so much success with both of them. Um, and I think it's kind of like a case study in uh, like you've proven that you can kind of put any talented starting level big into the lineup and have success with them. What's that like? What's that dynamic like from your side of things where you can just be like, we can have a post up big or we can have like almost a guard at the 5. And how does that kind of prepare you going into the next season when you don't know who your big's going to be?
Yeah, I guess it prepares us very well, like having one of each. It's yeah, we can work with either. And I think having that core makes it a lot easier. It's not like you're trying to fit in like 2 or 3 pieces that are quite different. You just have that one big piece, so you can kind of, put your effort towards that and work on that and get that kind of chemistry going. And yeah, I think it makes it a lot easier having that core group.
Mm. Um, and I was going to say, if you guys do you have individual goals for next season?
Do I personally right now?
Yeah.
I think not anything like kind of set in stone. I guess that will come
Mm,
as we get into pre-season, but definitely getting more comfortable handling the ball
mm,
and yeah, playing that kind of role moving forward would be yeah huge for me.
mm. Um, you talked about that consistency and the foot on throat thing. I'm sure you might have seen the opals at the Asia Cup potentially.
Yes, yes, I did.
Um, they did that. They did
We
that a
did.
couple of
Yeah.
times. Pretty cool to see. Like, I feel like my sporting background, I've always picked a bad team, and I've never just seen a team just excel and like play their own game. So to watch that to watch the opals is just like such a saving grace for me and a shining light. Um, but then there is also that like human nature side of things where the first time, I guess Japan are good, but like the first time we played Japan at the end of the group phase, there were some stretches there where it got pretty nervous. Um, what's like I guess, what's like how do you get to that level? Is it more of a mindset shift or is it a game plan shift?
Yeah, I think a bit of both. I think it's like a huge thing is like knowing your values, like as a team and as a player, and knowing that when you step onto the court, the outside noise, such as like your opponent's skill level, like doesn't matter as much because you know your values, you know who show up
Mm,
as, and you stay true to them. So I don't know if that's like culture per se, but I
mm,
think it's like a huge part of staying consistent, and having that like mentality of like it doesn't matter who shows up on the court today, whether they have their best game, their worst game, like we know how we will play and we'll stay the same regardless.
mm. Yeah, so just staying on your side of the coin.
On my side,
Like the team staying on like their
oh yeah,
side of the coin.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, and would is an opal selection on your bucket list? And if so, is it like do you have like a timeline for that, or is it just like gonna just keep chipping away?
Yeah, yeah, no, it's definitely on my bucket list. I think it's yeah, my biggest goal. And I'd love to get there. And I think yeah, just
Mm,
keep chipping away, keep working towards that. And yeah, hopefully one day be there.
mm. I'd love to see you on the opals, man. Um, you had Ali Wilson and Mila Soa this I guess wow and Annalie Mailey at the 3x3.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, in this cycle, is what's that like to play with them?
Yeah, no, it's so cool. Yeah. And they're amazing people and such great athletes, and I've learned so much from them on the court, and then like their routines and like schedules and like just how they hold themselves in all aspects of life has been like really important for me to see as well and like build
Mm.
it. Um, yeah, build that for myself as well so that I can, have those um yeah, schedules and know when I'm training and know when I'm lifting and like be able to build that myself, seeing them do it as well.
Is that like direct conversations you'll have, or is that just like you see like you just seeing them do it and then just taking that into your own life?
Yeah, mostly just seeing them do it. They do a really great job of leading by example. And then yeah, if I ever have any questions like, hey, how do you do this? That would be so yeah, accommodating and very helpful in giving information. So yeah.
Yeah, true. Um, as a basketballer, from like your upbringing and experience in getting to a professional career, what's your like what's your value on rebounding and has it changed since you've been around Melee?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's actually another part of the game that I would really like to
Mm.
improve on. And yeah, Melee is like a rebounding machine. Like it's just actually insane to see. I think yeah, NBL one of the NBL1 games, she had 30 rebounds.
Yeah, 30
30.
and
Like
30.
that's just actually crazy. Like teams get that and shit. It's
Yeah.
insane. Um, but yeah, just seeing like how many second chance opportunities you can get from rebounding and um how much it also like lifts the team spirit and like
Mm.
if you get an O board and like that team's just the defense is just like hustled for however long and then you get an O board and they have to do it again like just yeah the value of that is huge and being able to see Melee do that time and time again has really helped me um yeah realize the importance of it.
Mm. I when the Melbourne Boomers were in the WNBL, which was just two short seasons ago, but I remember a game. Oh yeah, you yeah, it would have been you guys at the Boombox, and I can't remember if this was a postseason game against Southside or if this was a regular season game against Melbourne or Southside. But anyway, um, I it was like a coming of age moment for me. I was like, oh, this is why rebounding matters.
Yeah.
And like I think there was like it was like something like three offensive rebounds in a row and two defensive rebounds in a row. And just seeing the amount of possession you guys had compared to your opponent in like a 2 minute stretch.
Yeah.
And then also, yeah, back to that, like the pressure starts to do its own work. You saw the opponent be like, oh no, we only get one shot. And like they might get two. Um, so yeah, I guess there's no real question there.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Yeah, that Melee does that. She definitely does that.
Yeah, she like her ability to just out rebound sometimes three opponents is just ridiculous.
Isn't it? And like she's not even taller than them half the time. Like
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Um, the who is if you could have like a dream teammate just all time, who would it be?
Ooh. Probably Sammy. I would love to play with Sammy. I
True.
really look up to Sammy and like just being able to see how she plays and go against her every day at training. I would love that.
Mm. Did you have you ever crossed paths with her other than when you've gotten a chance to defend her and lock her
Um,
down?
yeah, we actually did a workout together before she went to over to Phoenix this season, so that was really cool. Um, yeah, it was fun. It was good to see her train and be a part of that as well.
Mm. Were you did you go to the World Cup in 2022 in Sydney, or were you like the
No,
basketball?
I didn't go. No.
Mm, true. Um, yeah, her she's good, like no matter what. But like seeing all the opals and just every nation actually on that stage, it's actually insane to see like, the first timers and like the smaller countries and how they go in front of 16,000 people. And then people like Sammy, who's just like, uh, it's like looks at the bench, sees what play they're calling. She like look, how she like looks up and like looks down her nose like down the court and like yells something at the big and then like says something to that person, get someone else in order. Yeah, just watching her like not even phased by where she is whatsoever. And
Yeah.
then yeah, still just like raining threes on the opposition. Again, no
Yeah.
question. Um, Awesome. Steph, thank you so much for coming on the W. Much appreciated. Good luck in, well, the rest of the way in the NBL1 and go Lynx.
Go Lynx. Thanks heaps for having me on. Really appreciate it.
Cheers.